Well, dating back to the 1920s, Black History Month has honored the triumphs and struggles of African Americans throughout U.S. history. The month is also meant to educate, but new laws are making that difficult. More than a dozen states have restricted books that deal with systemic racism, and teachers are being threatened with fines. BNC correspondent Astrid Martinez has details.
Fueled by fear of critical race theory, there's an attempt across the country to censor books deemed to be divisive for children. Award-winning Black children's author Jerry Craft was stunned to learn that his books were being pulled from a school library in Texas.
I was shocked because I've gotten nothing but love, both critically and, consumer-wise, winning the Newbery and the Coretta Scott King and the Kirkus Prize was amazing, but so many emails from kids and teachers and parents saying how much their kids identify with the characters, and not just African American kids.
In the last year, several Republican lawmakers and parents have tried to ban various books by acclaimed Black authors, including Pulitzer Prize winner Toni Morrison and the 1619 Project. States have also introduced new laws that restrict the way history and race are taught, including the Lone Star State. In Florida, a bill would prohibit public schools and private businesses from making people feel discomfort or guilt based on their race, sex, or national origin. A new bill in New Hampshire says no teacher shall advocate any doctrine or theory promoting a negative account or representation of the founding and the history of the United States. A board of education in Tennessee voted to remove the Pulitzer Prize-winning graphic novel Mouse on the Holocaust.
When it comes to kids being uncomfortable, it's one thing if they ever took into account how uncomfortable it is to be one of the few kids of color or LGBTQIA kids or just any kid who is not, quote unquote, the mainstream. And a lot of times they don't seem to care about those kids and their reactions, so now all of a sudden it's the books that embrace those kids that now they have a problem with.
Book challenges aren't just coming from the right. To Kill a Mockingbird has been targeted for how it marginalizes characters of color, celebrates white saviorhood, and uses racial slurs without addressing their derogatory nature. Among the most frequent targets are books by Black authors, those about race, gender, and books tackling LGBTQ topics, which are often coded as sexual.
Every generation, there is a moral panic that emerges where some group of people says our society is failing, we're moving in the wrong direction, the sky is falling, we got to do something about it. And they immediately look to school, they look at the curriculum, they look to popular culture. There are some very familiar suspects, and books become an easy target.
Author, professor, and BNC host Mark Lamont Hill says the censorship of books can also have horrible long-term effects, possibly laying the groundwork for bullying, violence, and attacks of marginalized people.
In order to deal with our wounds as a nation, our warts, we got to be honest about them. We got to look at them. We got to talk about them. We got to examine them. Books are a key tool for that. They're indispensable. That can't start when you're in graduate school. That has to start from the beginning. That has to start from first grade. That has to start from kindergarten. It doesn't mean that we read the same books or take on the same ideas at 5 that we do at 45. But what it does mean is that we start the conversation then.
By removing books, you're removing the possibility of conversations, one that shows that you can be deeply patriotic and not pretend our country is perfect. In Philadelphia, Astrid Martinez for BNC.